Hi, thank you for joining me. So, as kind of stated in the previous video, the goal here is I am going to start playing some solo D&D. I have never played solo D&D in my life. I've played D&D. I've played it back when it was a red box. I've played some AD&D. I put it down for a very long time, and then thanks to Critical Role, reignited my interest in playing, and I've had the fortune of being able to play on and off over the last umpteen years, but unfortunately, over the last handful, I haven't been able to, and I've missed it. So, particularly having had Baldur's Gate 3 come out, and it kind of really tickled my desire to play again, and not being able to currently find a game, and not being able to get out to the local gaming shop for familiar reasons, I thought, okay, let's try this. Let's try solo D&D. I'm not quite sure how it's going to work. I don't know anything about it really. I haven't looked into it. Beyond, I've found some modules. I have got some books off DM's Guild. And yeah, hopefully we'll learn together as I play. Maybe it'll spark you to play yourself. I don't know how this is going to work, how quite to kind of really do this. At the moment I've got a OBS setup where you can see me, you can see my screen, and so at the moment this is my character I have rolled up. I had a lot of luck with my rolls. I did 46 and took the 3 highest, and basically got a 17, 2 14s and 3 12s. So I was quite grateful for that. And I fancy playing, well, I've always preferred when I'm playing games to be able to basically be a bit of a thief, bit of a magic caster. So generally speaking, I tend to favor bards. And surprise, I've chosen to play a bard here. I have created the character Kraith, who is a level 1 bugbear bard. They're a far traveler. In my head at the moment, they are someone who has been exiled from their clan. They traveled trying to seek a new life and eventually found this place. I haven't got a name for it yet. Maybe you guys can choose it for me, or I'll stick it in a random name generator. But basically, they've arrived there. In my head, they've tried to get a gig in some of the inns, and basically been laughed at. Between people that are being too scared that there's this bugbear that's walking around town, and also it's basically a bugbear. What do you mean you want to play music? And they're just absolutely not accepting of this. And so Kraith has unfortunately, for the moment, ended up hanging out in the sewers just to be out of sight. They find a gig basically as someone whose job it is basically to walk around and make sure that the sewers are free of issues. So the starting point for this is basically there is a solo module I found in DM's Guild. called, where is it? Let's bring this back up. Life in the Sewers. Et voila. I have no idea. I can't see what you can currently see. We'll see. It was pound something on DM's Guild. Basically a solo adventure aimed at a first level character. And that's where I'm going to begin. In theory, it's part of a larger series of adventures that connect to the Underdark. I am not necessarily going to follow that. My kind of plan is use this as a springing off point. And as I get more comfortable, I'm going to use the play by the writing software. Written, I do apologise, by a bloke whose name I cannot say for love nor money, but I'm going to learn how to say it. Jensen Vars. I do apologise. JEANSENVAARS. I suck at basically anybody's names, unfortunately. But we'll see. Anyway, but so I've grabbed his system, which basically he's come up with a number of mechanics and guides to basically give you prompts and ideas for unfolding your adventure and making it more interesting. But he's also then taken those and some other systems and created some software that allows that works with an open source piece of software called Espanso, which basically takes certain trigger words and then fills them in for you. So, for instance, let's see. No, wrong window. There we go. You can come over here, and so in whatever app you happen to be working with, you can start typing triggering setup, and then brings up dialogue with lots of options. So, for instance, let's have a challenge. Something to break or unlock for my character. What could that be? I don't know. But I'm not going to go with that just yet, but I did use a little bit earlier. But you can also have it do roll 4d6 and take the lowest, the highest, drop the lowest result. This worked earlier. Roll 4d6x. Oh, you're not going to work. Live demonstrations. Hey ho. A wiki yes. I'd like to do it. Yeah, but I'm not sure that's going to quite work for me. So, there are lots of things you can get it to do for you. I'm apparently going to need to figure out why the dice rolling bit isn't. It was working earlier. Let's see. DD gives you fancy dice. ARR gives you an arrow. Yeah, you see. 3d6x. Well, dice rolling apparently is broken. However, let's see. New diff. Interesting. Okay, so anything related to dice currently isn't working. Okay. Things to look into. So there's some issues. Anyway, it doesn't really matter that that's not working. I happen to have Dice by Pcalc. There we go, a natural 20 off just opening the software.